The Shadow of Twilight. Tonight was different. The air hummed with an unsettling energy, the wind whispering secrets of an ancient evil awakening. The shadows stretched longer, deeper, like grasping claws reaching for the village below. Elara could feel it in her bones, a cold dread that chilled her more than the evening breeze. The Shadow of Twilight, a malevolent entity banished long ago, was stirring. Legends spoke of a time when the village basked in perpetual sunlight, a paradise untouched by darkness. But greed and envy festered in the hearts of men, casting a long shadow that gave birth to the entity. It fed on negativity, growing stronger with every act of malice, until it threatened to engulf the entire world in darkness. Only the sacrifice of the first keeper, a young woman with eyes as bright as the sun, had pushed back the shadow and imprisoned it within the twilight realm. Elara knew her time had come. As the last in a long line of keepers, the duty to face the returning evil fell upon her. Fear gnawed at her, but the love for her village and the responsibility she carried burned brighter. She stood, her frail form silhouetted against the fiery sky, and raised her arms. Ancient words, passed down through generations, flowed from her lips, weaving a protective barrier around the village. The air crackled with power, the wind swirling into a vortex of light and shadow. From the depths of the twilight, a figure emerged, a towering monstrosity of pure darkness, its eyes burning with malevolent hunger. The Shadow of Twilight had returned. It launched itself towards the village, but the barrier held, shimmering with Elara's waning strength. She poured every ounce of her life force into the spell, her body becoming ethereal, transparent. The villagers watched in awe and terror as their protector battled the darkness. They saw their own fears and doubts reflected in the monstrous entity, and knew that Elara was not just fighting for them, but for the light within themselves. One by one they joined hands, their collective hope and love flowing towards Elara, strengthening the barrier. With a final surge of power, Elara unleashed a blinding light that engulfed the Shadow of Twilight, banishing it back into the depths from where it came. As the darkness receded, so did Elara, her body dissolving into motes of light that drifted down onto the village like a blessing. The villagers wept, mourning their protector yet celebrating her sacrifice. The next morning the sun rose as it always did, casting its golden rays upon the village. But there was a difference. The shadows were no longer menacing, but soft and gentle. They seemed to whisper stories of Elara, the keeper who had become one with the twilight, forever guarding her people from the darkness within and beyond. And in the hearts of the villagers, a spark of Elara's light remained, a reminder that even in the deepest shadows, hope and love could always shine through.